5시에 와요.
10분 전에 미리 나와 계세요.
아, 일본에 갔는데 아무도 반응을 안 하더래요. 그래갖고
간발에! 세이코! 세이코! 세이코!
각 나라마다 좀 문화랑 에티켓 같은 게 다 다르잖아요. 그쵸?
네.
저희가 그거에 대해서 좀 얘기해보면 재밌을 것 같은데, 근데 저는 꼭 하고 싶은 얘기가 각 나라마다 시간 개념이 조금씩 다르시잖아요. 근데 어떠신가요? 다른 나라들은 시간을 좀 잘 지키는 편이신가요?
저희 몽골 같은 경우에는 이제 시간을 지키는 분도 있는 반면 안 지키시는 분들도 있어요. 만약에 1시에 약속을 했으면은 3시, 4시, 5시에 와요. 그래서 저희 파트너분들은 항상 1시에 약속이 있으면은 그분한테는 2시간 전에 이때 와라 하면은 그 시간에 맞춰서 온다고 합니다.
근데 태국도 마찬가지예요. 2-3시간 늦는 거 아주 당연한 일입니다. 그래서 원래 제가 애터미 사업 전에 MBTI 검사를 하면 계획형 J가 나왔었거든요. 근데 애터미 사업을 하고 P로 바뀌었어요.
같아.
즉흥형으로 바뀌어서 너무 약속 시간을 안 지켜주고 계획이 틀어지다 보니까 이제 계획 다 제껴두고 즉흥적으로 하자 이러면서 좀 변했죠.
근데 일본 같은 경우는 다를 것 같은데 일본은 또 어때요?
동남아시아와 좀 다르게 10분 전에 미리 나와 계세요. 그래서 절대 일본 분들과 약속을 할 때는 약속 시간을 어기시면 큰 신뢰가 됩니다. 그건 주의하셔야 돼요.
한국 분들은 좀 다른 게 제가 뭔가를 이제 드렸을 때 그 정도의 이제 돌아오는 것들이 있잖아요. 그게 이제 기본적인 상식으로 이제 가지고 가는데 태국 분들은 받으면 끝. 그냥 고마워 하고 이제 저는 내가 이렇게 제품을 선물을 해드렸으니 세미나 한번 알아봐 주시겠지라고 생각했는데 아니더라고요. 그런 것들도 있었어요.
저는 그래서 태국에서 오히려 리더들을 좀 찾을 때 받을 때 감사하는 분들이 있으면은 이 사람이 좀 리더감이구나 이런 좀
맞아요.
기준으로 삼았던 것 같아요.
맞아요.
근데 오히려 일본은 잘 안 받으세요. 그러니까 저희가
그럴
이걸
것
좀
같아요.
써보세요. 그리고 드리고 싶은데
부담스러워.
안 받으세요. 샀으면
장단점이
샀지 받지는 않는 그런 게 좀 있어요.
몽골 분들은 이제 저희가 이제 선물이나 이렇게 프로모션을 해서 하잖아요. 그러면은 다 들어와요. 무조건. 프로모션을 한다고 하면은
프로모션을
무조건.
좋아하는구나.
네, 프로모션들도 좋아하고 제가 이제 따로 선물을 생일 선물이나 이런 거를 드렸을 때 그분들도 나중에 그만한 이제 보답을 해주시더라고요.
또 한국 분들이랑 비슷하시네요.
네.
아니 근데 저 같은 경우는 그거 있는 것 같아요. 그 말레이시아 분들이 특히 더 그랬는데 거절을 안 하세요.
맞아요.
그러니까 얼굴 앞에서 무슨 얘기를 하면 다 좋다고 하고 알겠다 내일 보자면 오케이 하고 이제 파토나는 경우들 너무
맞아요.
많았거든요. 그러니까
태국도 그렇잖아요.
그래요.
말텔라이 하면 끝인 거예요. 내일
미쳐.
오는구나.
마이펜라이.
나 이 사업장 오는구나. 이러고
맞아.
그 다음날 되면 뭐라고? 내가 뭐라고? 이런 경우도 있으니까.
마이펜라이라고 하는 말을 정말 일상처럼 쓰는데 이 마이펜라이라는 뜻이 신경 쓰지 마, 괜찮아 뭐 이런
괜찮아.
뜻이거든요.
근데 그게 긍정일 수도 있고 부정일 수도 있어요.
저희가 매달 제일 마지막 주 토요일에 저희가 줌 미팅으로 태국 세미나를 같이 진행하고 있잖아요.
젊은 층을 타겟으로 지금 테마를 가지고 저희가 매달 진행을 하고 있습니다. 1월은 저희가 이제 설이었잖아요. 그래서 한복을 입고 진행을 했었고요. 그리고 2월은 졸업 시즌이기 때문에 가난을 졸업을 하겠다는 의미로 졸업복을 입고 진행을 했었고요. 그리고 3월은 우리가 이제 성공을 입학을 하겠다는 취지로 저희 교복을 입고 진행을 했었습니다. 사업 설명을 하고 그리고 퀴즈도 내고 그리고 저희가 이제 재밌게 게임도 하면서 프로모션을 진행을 하면서 이제 젊은 층들이 조금씩 늘고 있어요. 그래서 저희가 이제 어느 나라의 문화를 불문하고 저희 애터미 그 플랫폼 사업을 좀 더 쉽게 다가설 수 있도록 그 각 나라의 그 의상을 입으면서 앞으로도 좀 더 다양하게 진행할 예정입니다.
아니 이게 처음에는 저희가 이벤트성으로 시작을 했다가 의상에 진심이 돼가지고 의상 고민하다가 맨날 밤새고 그랬잖아요.
태국 분들은 놀면서 사업하는 거 엄청 좋아하셔가지고 태국도 마찬가지로 석세스 아카데미를 저희가 많이 갔잖아요. 그러면 항상 공연이 있고 춤이 있고 노래가 있었던 것 같아요. 그만큼 이제 이런 즐길거리가 있으면 또 더 즐겁게 사업을 하는 그런 분위기가 또 있는 것 같아요.
일본 같은 경우는 세미나 분위기도 좀 많이 다르다고 들었었던 것 같은데.
일본은 경청을 이제 잘 하시는데 어떤 그런 제스처가 있어야 되잖아요. 좋으면 좋다.
네.
그런 제스처 없이 정말 묵묵하게 들으세요. 근데 그게 또 한편으로는 그분들이 감동을 하고 그만큼 와닿기 때문에 경청을 하는 것이긴 한데, 해외에서 오시는 분들이나 한국 사업자분들이 오시면 그 광경을 봤을 때 이 문화가 조금 틀리네, 이거 뭐지? 이분들은 관심이 없나? 이런 생각이 들 때도 있다고 해요.
맞아요. 그러니까 저 총장님, 어떤 총장님 강의를 한번 들었었는데
네.
일본에 갔는데 아무도 반응을 안 하더래요. 그래갖고 더 내가 그 이끌어내야겠다 해서 목이 터지게 막 해가지고 목이 다 가버리셨대요.
네.
근데 그 세미나가 딱 끝나고 나니까 사람들이 아무도 안 일어나고 가만히 앉아 있어가지고 저
네.
사람들 왜 저러냐 하니까 지금 감동해가지고 가만히 앉아 있는
맞아.
거라고. 그러면 반면에 또 태국 같은 경우, 막 인도네시아 같은 경우는 강의하시다가도 막 갑자기 노래 부르면 갑자기 막 떼창하고 일어나서 춤추고
맞아요.
울고 불고 난리가 나잖아요.
맞아요.
그런 게 좀 재밌었던 것 같아요.
맞아요. 정말 재밌었죠.
이제 마지막으로 저희가 시청자 소감을 한번 봤는데요. 시청자 소감 중에 이런 내용이 하나가 있더라고요. 저희 글로벌 사업을 하면서 보통 거절을 당할 때 어떻게 응대를 했는지 좀 알려주세요 라고 하는 질문이 있었는데 한 분씩 좀 얘기를 해주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
저는 이제 거절을 받았잖아요. 그러면은 그거에 대해서 그냥 벽에다 얘기한다고 생각을 하고 계속 거절을 해도 그냥 얘기해요. 계속 메시지 주고 전화하고, 그러면 그분은 나중에 다시 세미나나 아니면은 사업 설명을 듣게 되더라고요.
우리 일이 또 좋은 게 거절받아도 손해가 없잖아요.
네.
무자본이기 때문에.
맞아.
네, 그래서 느낌이 좋으면 다시 가면 되고, 아니면 그냥 말고 이렇게 좀 어쩔 TV 이런 식으로 네, 사업을 했던 것 같고요. 네, 사업적으로 도움되는 거는 또 소개를 많이 받는 게 좋지 않나라는 생각이 또 들었어요.
네, 애터미 글로벌 사업은 스스로의 의지가 가장 중요하다고 생각을 해요. 그래서 지금 이 사람을 리더로 만들겠다라는 게 아니라 정말 스스로 하려고 하는 사람을 집중을 해서 리더를 찾아내는 일이라고 생각을 하거든요. 그래서 저 역시 일방적으로 다가갔다가 실패한 국가도 있습니다. 그래서 제가 생각했을 때는 바톤 터치를 할 수 있는 그런 리더를 찾아내는 일이라고 생각을 해요. 아니면 여기 있는 두 분처럼 Do you know Atomy 하면서 이 사람 저 사람 찾아다닐 수밖에 없는 일이라고 생각을 합니다.
맞아요.
Do you know 김치? Do you know 강남 스타일? Do you know 애터미? 저희가 어느덧 마무리를 할 시간이 되었는데요. 지금 이제 애터미 글로벌 사업을 시작하시려고 꿈을 꾸고 계신 국내 사업자분들에게 한마디씩 해주시면 정말 큰 도움이 될 것 같아요.
애터미 글로벌 비즈니스는 다 똑같습니다. 알아봐, 써봐, 해봐입니다. 분명히 알아듣는 리더가 기다리고 있을 거예요. Do you know 애터미? 하십시오.
애터미는 절대 품질 절대 가격에 생필품을 유통하는 회사잖아요. 거기에 단두줄에 무한단계 글로벌 원마케팅으로 회사의 시스템이 다 갖춰져 있기 때문에 한국이든 글로벌이든 두려워하지 마시고 우리의 마음만, 행동만 준비되시면 될 것 같습니다. 그러니까 지금 바로 도전하세요.
글로벌 사업을 다들 무겁게 생각을 하고 계시더라고요. 근데 저도 한국에서 충분히 주변의 외국인들을 찾아서 그분들로 인해서 글로벌 사업을 지금 펼치고 있거든요. 그래서 여기서도 충분히 할 수 있다는 거를 저를 보시고 파이팅 하시길 바랍니다.
네, 감사합니다.
화이팅!
네, 오늘 이렇게 짧은 시간 동안에 이야기를 나누어 보았는데요. 정말 유익하고 저 역시도 너무 즐거웠던 시간이었던 것 같아요. 그러면은 이제 마무리로 각 나라 말로 화이팅을 외치면서 끝내볼까 하는데요.
아토미 간바레 세이코 세이코 세이코.
아토미 수수 수수 수수.
아토미 히체치케 히체치케 히체치케.
아토미 스망앗! 아요 아요 비자! 네, 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
글로벌 화이팅!
Good morning, Atomians. Welcome to Ariul Marikina Aja Aja Center Catching Success Online. I am Judy Antaviano, Diamond Master from Ariul Marikina Aja Aja Center. And I am your host for today. As we start here in Atomy, it is our culture to begin and every event by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, aja, aja. Share, tag, interact, and win. Just follow these mechanics to win a prize. Number 1, share this live seminar on your Facebook wall and tag 10 of your Facebook friends. And number 2, comment and interact in the seminar lecture. And number 3, comment aja, aja, aja in the beginning and ending of our seminar. Now let's start our seminar by watching the short company profile of Atomy.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, achieved 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales in 2021 and surpassed 16 million global members. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Hemohim, which has been the top seller in its industry for 7 consecutive years, has passed 1.7 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It has gotten international patents in 21 countries and is forging a unique new path for health functional food products. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch, was recognized for its advanced technology with King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021, for the first time in the cosmetics industry. The Fame, another luxury cosmetic product reborn with upgraded ingredients and technology, is also loved by consumers as it reflects Atomy's product philosophy. Atomy is practicing customer-centered management in all of its corporate activities, and this was recognized by becoming the industry's first to acquire customer-centered management certification for 2 consecutive years. Starting with the U.S. branch in 2010. Atomy is a global company which opened 22 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe, with 16 million members worldwide. Atomy opened branches in New Zealand, Turkey, the United Kingdom, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and is planning to open 20 more branches within the next 5 years. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. The next generation of online and offline distribution broadcasters, which presents Atomy's vision to members around the world regardless of time and space. Entertainment and media, which converges business and culture. Atomy provides the vision of a global success system which transcends time and space by providing a variety of services. Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Whenever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Now you know Atomy is not just an ordinary company. It cherishes what it has. We are sure that its members are all taken care of. Please comment down on our live chat your realization or insight about our lectures in order to get a chance to win our promo for today. Moving forward, we will be watching Chairman Mr. Park Han-gil lecture.
It's been a while since the last one-day seminar. COVID-19 really needs to go away quickly. Whether it goes away or not, we still have to do what we have to do. Atomy is a company that began with the declaration that it will rewrite the history of network marketing. The fact that Atomy has rewritten the history of network marketing is now widely recognized. One of the things that Atomy has rewritten in the history of network marketing is that the products make the business. We really drilled down and found that selling a good product at a low price is the best way to do network marketing. We would be competing with completely different distribution channels, such as discount stores, TV home shopping, and internet shopping malls, and we would win against them in price and quality. People don't buy things at discount stores because they give out compensation. People make repeated purchases at discount stores because they have daily necessities at a relatively good price and quality. Network marketing, well, it can be the same way. We resolved to show them that, and that is how we began. And now, everyone knows that Atomy products are cheap and good. Even people that don't do business here are saying that Atomy products are cheap and nice. Another thing that we rewrote into history was as a company that reached $1 billion in sales 10 years after its founding. And not even 3 years after reaching $1 billion, this global company is already passing its $2 billion mark in sales. Atomy has established itself as a truly global company. It became a company that now has more international sales than it does domestic. Even now, international sales are rapidly growing. It's growing with great speed, with more than 40% growth per year. Last year, when the world seemed to stop because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Atomy branched out to 5 new countries. Our catchphrase for last year was that we must go on even if it is windy. And we declared that the stronger the wind, the higher the kite flies. And we have done exactly that. In other words, Atomy has definitely rewritten the history of network marketing. We have come up with a new catchphrase for 2022. Renewed day by day. Every day is new at Atomy. Renewed day by day. We are new. We have made history anew. However, we must not stop there. We have to be renewed every day. Yesterday's Atomy should be different from today's Atomy, and today's Atomy must be different from tomorrow's Atomy. Of course, the fundamental principles, such as absolute quality, should remain the same, without any change. However, when situations arise, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, we are a company that challenges itself consistently to battle the hardships and find new ways. We are now confident, both internally and externally, that Atomy is a company that does not yield to any adversity, but a company that grows bigger by using each adversity, using it as a stepping stone for development. That is the Atomy DNA. And I am confident that Atomy has become a company that will last for a century. What do you think is the biggest reason that Atomy has done so well? The absolute quality, absolute price principle we stood on was the driving force of Atomy's growth and has become a catchphrase that can never be changed. Atomy selects products that are sure to be manufactured with the best technology. If anyone were to do their very best work, they would be at Atomy standards. And no one would be able to sell that product at the price that we can. They would trip over themselves trying to catch up with us. This is how we achieve absolute price. You have to realize that we don't make cheap products to sell them cheap. If you tell me that you found a place that it sells it for cheaper, well, then I'd get frustrated. For example, someone told me that they've seen 20-cent toothbrushes. I know that there are 20-cent toothbrushes, but those would be for emergency, one-time uses. You might be able to find one that sells for 20 cents. However, there is no toothbrush you can find for 99 cents that you could use consistently. We prioritized quality first, and then we decided that we would sell that at the lowest price. Discount stores sold toothbrushes from the same factory as ours at $2.20. Sometimes they would do bundle sales like buy two, get one free, and their lowest price was at $1.60. I wanted to make toothbrushes that everybody could use, and I wanted to sell them for less than $1. That's how we got 99-cent toothbrushes. I still remember the CEO of the factory saying, you can't make toothbrushes that cheap. And I told him that I would sell 10 million of these toothbrushes. When I told him, he scoffed at me again. You think toothbrushes sell well, but there's never been an instance where a single model sold that well. But I told him that I could sell it. And Atomy now sells over 30 million toothbrushes per year. Lowering the price of a mere toothbrush isn't done just by cutting the price. We improved the whole process. I declared that we would not change the design of the toothbrush. Why would we keep changing the design when our mouths don't change? I wouldn't change the design until our mouths changed first. That way, we could make the exact same product continuously for 10 years, then 20 years. Why not make it completely automatic and build it so that there can be a 24-hour, fully robotic manufacturing process? Would that lower the cost or not? The cost would go down. Then I told them to buy raw materials in ton bags instead of just bags. After that, I told them that I would pay for the materials up front with cash. That cut 20% of the raw material costs, right? We went through all of these cost cuts to match the low price of the toothbrush. This means that no one can manufacture the toothbrush and sell it for 99 cents. It is the product of absolute quality, absolute price. Same goes for Hemohim. Before Hemohim was sold at Atomy, it was sold at another company. But they would sell 60 sticks for $770. They should have made tons of profit, but their factory was in debt. I visited Colmar B&H, and I talked to them. They were selling 500 boxes per month. When producing a single round of products, they produced 3,000 sets. If 3,000 sets were produced at once, they would sell them for 6 months. That means that they would run the factory twice per year. With sales like this, the factory would not be profitable. Even if they sold it for $7,700 instead of $770, there was zero chance of success. Then I suggested a price. I suggested selling this for 1/10 of its original price. But I would sell 100,000 sets per month. The company would 100% go bankrupt if it sold 500 boxes per month for $770. The possibility that we could sell 100,000 sets per month at 1/10 of the price was not 100% either. Of course not. I told them that there was maybe a 1% probability that it would happen. Would you take the path that is 100% likely to fail, or the path with even just a 1% chance of success? I asked them that, and they understood me. So we started lowering the price. We couldn't lower it all at once. We made a box with 30 sticks and cut its price to 1/4. After that, we started large-scale production, and we put 60 sticks in the box for the same price, which is how many we put in now. Now, we are selling it for almost 1/10 of the price of the original. Now, we're selling way more than 200,000 boxes per month. And it is taking its place as the premier health food of not just Korea, but of the entire world. Atomy sought out absolute quality, absolute price from the beginning. It is still following that principle, and it will continue to do so in the future. When you start business with Atomy, I think it's good to start with a plan to make $50,000, then $100,000 per month. However, people tend to think differently. They think, $50,000? I'd be perfectly happy with just $5,000. I've never even made $5,000. How can I make $50,000 every month? Earning $100,000 a month? Is that even possible? They think this way and lower their targets. However, I think that it's because they don't know money very well. The rich people that know the nature of money don't like to talk about the nature of money. Because if there's one thing that the rich are scared of most, it's that everyone in the world would become rich. However, I am a kind rich person, so I want to tell you all some things about money. Everyone, is it easier to earn a lot of money or a little bit? A regular person would think that earning a lot of money is much harder. But let's think about this. The CEO of a department store, the owner of a big supermarket in the city, or an elderly lady that runs a mom-and-pop store, who would be working the hardest to earn money out of those three? The elderly lady running the mom-and-pop shop that earns the least but works the hardest. I mean to say that someone that earns $10,000 per month doesn't work nearly as hard as a person that earns $1,000 per month. There are people that make $100,000 per month. There are also people that make $1 million per month. The people that make big money say that nothing is as easy as making money. then what should you do? Should you make big money or less money? You have to think about making big money. I know I'm being over the top. Just bear with me. Yeah. But this is actually the truth. You have to think to earn a lot of money. People think that making $3,000 to $7,000 per month is a good income, and too many people are crowded right there. There's so much competition. However, not as many people think about positions that earn $50,000 or $100,000 per month. There's less competition. The higher your target, the better. Another thing to consider is the possibility of making that target. For example, you wouldn't say that you will make $100,000 per month if you're running a small mom and pop store. There is a limit to the amount of money you can make there. Take a restaurant with 20 seats. Even if you run the restaurant at full capacity each meal, there's a limit to sales, and there's a certain amount of profit that you can earn. However, Atomy business is not only limited to domestic, but branches out all over the world. So you can definitely make $50,000 or $100,000. You have to set your targets high. Many people, however, would be satisfied with less. They would be happy with $2,000 or $5,000. Sure, you can start like that. However, your final thought should be that you will make $50,000, then $100,000. For some people, the Atomy business is nothing. Some people say, the easiest thing I have ever done was the Atomy business. And there are quite a few people in Atomy that say this. Imperial Master Kwang-Yel Kim, he has gone through many jobs and professions, but he said that the Atomy business was the easiest. The Atomy business might be a piece of cake for someone, but very difficult for somebody else. There's a reason for its difficulty. It's not difficult because it's hard. It's just the unfamiliarity that is difficult, never done before. It can be difficult to start something that you have never done. However, that can be overcome. Recommending someone to buy a product can be very hard for first-timers. It's really easy once you open your mouth. Have you used Atomy products? Do you know Atomy? Atomy products, with absolute quality, absolute price, are great products for a cheap price. These are daily necessities, and you can buy them from me. You can make money off your purchases by signing up for membership. You can tell someone this can be done just by memorizing a short speech. Is this hard? Doing this well could earn you $50,000, then $100,000. It's not difficult, but you might find it hard if you're not familiar with it. Many people complain that sales jobs are hard. There was a day that I was enlightened. I was also a beginner once, you know. When I was a contractor, I met up with 10 people every day. Whether it be talking about the products, the compensation process, or the company vision, I would talk to 10 people per day, no matter what. Then I would walk confidently, 120 steps per minute with 70-centimeter wide steps. This was because walking slowly, like this, would lower my spirits as well. I gave myself rules of behavior. And I decided for myself that I wouldn't sleep if I didn't talk to 10 people that day. One day, it was past 11 p.m., near midnight, and I'd only gotten to 9 people. And I thought to myself, I guess I have to sleep outside today if I want to keep the promise I made to myself. Meanwhile, there was a friend on my mind. This friend had a pretty cranky personality. I debated whether to even talk to him. I knew I had to do it sooner or later, but I'd always put it aside because I thought that there was no point. However, that night, I had nowhere else to go, and I called him at 11 p.m. Even though he's a cranky person, he was still a close friend, so I could call him. So I went to his neighborhood, and I called him. I asked, "Are you asleep?" He said he wasn't. "I'm sitting on the swings at the playground in front of your apartment." What's wrong? He asked. And I just told him to come out, and he did. I couldn't even get to the topic at first, and we were just talking for 30 minutes when he asked why I called him up at that time. So I told him that I started this network marketing business. And I told him that I wanted to try at least talking to him. He asked, "Did you really start that? How did you make that decision?" I answered, "I can see a big future for it. I read it in a book." He replied, "That's good. What do you sell?" So I rummaged through my bag, got out a product, presented it to him, and told him, "Tell your wife to try using this." And he told me that he would pay me the next day. That's when I realized something. You can't control whether people do something or not. Someone that you thought you could definitely convince didn't budge, while someone you never dreamed of convincing was actually more willing. That's when I became enlightened. Convincing people to do things was not something that I had to worry about. It was all up to the other person's own mind, so I call that law of own mind. Yeah. After I realized the law of own mind, I decided not to think about how the other person would react if I talked to them. It's all their own mind. But whose mind is it to tell that person? That would be mine. If you all do business according to the law of own mind, anyone can succeed. This simple principle is nothing difficult, but some people might find it very hard. To overcome that hardship, you must have a big target. There are people that contemplate, should I wreck my nerves just to earn $2,000 a month? However, what if you could earn $50,000 or $100,000 per month? Help out your family and help those in need around you. You could be that person. You could be respected. No one at your reunion would dare open their wallets in front of you. When I go to reunions and someone offers to pay, someone else says, "Hey, Hangil is here. He won't let us pay, so sit down." You could get to a position where when you meet your friends, no one would dare try to pay for you. Also, you might see people in need, family, friends, and relatives. You might want to help them out in times of hardship and pain. You would be able to do more than sending condolences and goodwill. You could help them out in reality. You could give $30,000 to a nephew or niece getting married. I mean, if you earn $100,000 every month, shouldn't you spare $30,000 for your nephew? You could even give them $100,000. It's not hard. What would your position be like then at your household? You become the best aunts and the best uncles. You could be the foundation of your entire family. In these times where retirement might seem like a dark cave, you could get to a place where you have a stable plan for retirement and become someone respected by their children and grandchildren. When you think of all that, going up to a person, talking to them, and sometimes getting rejected is nothing in the grand scheme of things. That's why you must set high targets. You must give yourself targets like $50,000 or $100,000 per month, and it makes you happy just to picture achieving those targets in your head, and that would make you want to do this for the rest of your life. Only then can you overcome all the hardships that you face. The first thing you must do when researching a company is to research and decide, if you were to buy a product once, would you buy it again and use it continuously or not? You have to start by deciding that. Buy the product and use it. If you try it and you feel that it's less in quality or price than the products you used to buy at internet shopping malls or at discount stores, then don't do the Atomy business. It'll be hard for you. You can't do it. However, if you feel that Atomy products are so much cheaper and better than the products you were using before, and If you are willing to keep on using Atomy products, even if you didn't earn any money from it, then you should do the Atomy business. Where do you think retired people, the older generation, go every day? They hike up mountains nearby, but hiking can get tiring. It gets boring. There are so many people right now that want to work, even if they were earning just $1,000 or $500. They're willing to work for even just a small income. If we could provide jobs for that demographic of people, Atomy would have billions of dollars of potential sale growth domestically. And there are those in their 20s and 30s. There aren't many good job opportunities on the market nowadays. Large corporations aren't hiring. That means that little by little, Atomy will take the spotlight as a company with job opportunities that are desirable by young adults. There are instances where young adults in their 30s are making $30,000 per month, while their friends are just making $3,000. These success stories are attracting more and more people in the younger generation to consider Atomy and its potential. This market is destined to grow infinitely. We are preparing to open our office in Brazil and in Germany as well. Europe is a huge market, and we are stepping inside of it. Atomy products have quality on par with European products. Everyone, cosmetic products from Korea are directly comparable to European cosmetics. Did you know that we were the first in the cosmetics industry to receive the King Sejong Award? There have been instances of products receiving the Jangyeong-sil Industrial Research Award. Our product has gotten that award as well. The companies that are paving the way for Korean beauty have received the Jangyeong-sil Award. But Atomy's Absolute Cosmetics is the first to receive the King Sejong Award. K-Beauty will take over the global market, and Atomy is leading the charge. You must not miss this opportunity. Catch the wave and ride it. Then your lives will be changed. Out of all the job opportunities available for us regular people, Atomy Business is a business with the potential for high profits. I encourage you to learn more deeply about Atomy. Don't just skim through it, but take your time and watch our videos on YouTube, day or night. If you go through that process of learning and decide that it's not the way for you, then don't do it. Don't learn about it half-heartedly, start it half-heartedly, and then end it half-heartedly. Look into it, study it. And once you put one step forward from the starting line, I hope that you don't lose your way, avoid the distractions, and run towards that 50K, then 100K target. That's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Mr. Park Hangil, for that lecture. And now let's watch Sharon Rose Master Alfonso Macias as he shares his Atomy vision.
It's such an honor to be with you all today. My name is Alfonso Macias, and I am proudly a Sharon Rose Master out of Dallas, Texas. And I got to tell you, I'm captivated by this company because I found Atomy in a very weird time. I found it in the middle of a pandemic. And it was during a moment where I had nothing else to fall upon except an opportunity that I was able to actually start from the comfort of my own home. And the reason why I was able to do that is because this business is a business of online distribution of products. And so it was something that, even though there were certain obstacles and certain limitations at the time, I was able to actually start it from the comfort of my own home. And I really knew that there was something with the online, the digital side, that's really where, the future was going. And so when I really understood the business and I saw, wow, this is literally as simple as changing where you buy products, changing your store, except you actually can obtain it online. And then that started to intrigue me even more, because I said, well, what kind of products do we distribute online? And that's when I said, okay, so all the products that Atomy distributes and sells online are all everyday use products. So these are items and products that every single human being, doesn't matter how young or how old, is utilizing and will continue to utilize these products. So we have products in the healthcare category, beauty category, personal care, living, food, and continuously expanding. And this is all available online. So people are actually able to order online and get it all the way delivered to the comfort of their own home. Now, that still wasn't enough for me, because I wanted to understand what was the quality of the product. Right? Because I understood the price. I'm like, the price is excellent, but what about the quality? Well, then I come to find that really the company bases the quality of the product on always obtaining the best quality product, but at the best price. That's what we call absolute quality and absolute price. So if we're able to offer people, we're actually able to ourselves purchase quality product at an excellent price, and we're actually able to recommend that to other people around us, and they can get it delivered straight to their door. And I started to say, okay, and that started to interest me as to how exactly does this business work? Because I said, well, this sounds very much the future. And then they hit me with this, and I said, wow. So Atomy is a global marketing business. It means that it doesn't matter what country you find yourself in, obviously here in the United States, but really by being here in the United States, or even if you were anywhere else, you can run this business from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where, and you can also recommend these amazing products that you actually fall in love with, because you find the quality to be excellent at an excellent price. And so people continuously buy the product, and you can recommend that same quality across the world. Now, the biggest thing for me is when I first came across the business, I had lost my business. I lost everything through that difficult period. And one of the biggest things that I never liked, I said, I will never, join a non-traditional, because I was a very traditional business person. I will never join anything that's non-traditional. But when I was presented with the fact that for this business opportunity, I didn't have to pay anything for membership. There was no monthly or annual fee. There was no monthly obligation or minimum. There was no website usage fee. There was literally no capital required in order to initiate and start the business. And then it struck me, because then I realized, wow, so this business is literally as easy as buying what I already need and simply recommending what I love. And in that process, I can make money. And the answer was yes. And I said, wow, how awesome is that? Because we already recommend a great restaurant whenever we go eat at a restaurant. We already recommend a great movie when we go see it, but we never get paid for that. And so through Atomy, by simply being a smarter consumer and obtaining a better quality product at an excellent price and recommending that same benefit to others, we can build a business. Now, the big thing too is in my previous business, and this is for me personally, I had always been looking for financial freedom, and I was making a good amount of money. But the problem that I found was that it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you make if you don't have the time to enjoy that money. So what's the point of having financial freedom if you don't have freedom of time? And that was something that I understood and I wanted to change. And I said, well, you know what? The cell phone bill comes in every single month. The internet bill comes in every single month. So why not create a business that would give us residual income, something that we can build for a period of time, and then it will continuously give us in the future. And that is exactly what Atomy offers. There's two main ways that we actually can generate income here in Atomy. One is through general commission, which these are daily commissions that we're able to make here in the company, and then we have mastership bonuses, which we'll see very shortly here. But I want to just bring to your attention a little bit on the General Commission, because here at Atomy, the most amazing thing is absolutely with zero cost or investment by simply purchasing, consuming, and recommending the product, we can go ahead and we can earn income. How much? As the entry point, okay, is $60 in one day, all the way to up to right about $1,200 on a daily basis. Now, I want you to take this into consideration. This is what I want you to think about. In your current job, how much money do you make a day? In your current job. What happens if you stop working? What happens if, God forbid, something happens in life, which we have no control of? What happens to the income? Well, for most people, the answer is it stops, because that's active income. If you're not present, if you're not working, there is no money. With Atomy, what we're doing is we're building what? We're actually building a consumer base by giving people access to quality products online with a free membership, where they can go in and they can order their products. And because here in Atomy, we don't have any limitations, as we recommend and we continuously recommend, and we're constant in what we're doing, and we're giving people free access to be able to continue to buy these quality products, then we go ahead and we actually start making money. And it gives us the opportunity to make everything from $60 all the way up to in excess of $1,000 on a daily basis. Now, in addition to that, the company is so unbelievably grateful and puts the people first. Why? Because as we continuously help others, this is not just about what can you make or what can I make. It focuses our attention to help others. And so in the process of helping others, we're actually able to obtain different masterships. And these are levels, if you will, of leadership and achievement, because we've been consuming, we've been recommending, and we've been helping others do the same. So our masterships run from Sales Master, Diamond Master, Sharon Rose Master, Star Master, Royal Master, Crown Master, and Imperial Master. So we have 7 masterships, and each one of these processes, what it involves is it involves helping the people that want and are doing the business with our team for them to actually reach their goals and achieve their goals. And just think about when in any job opportunity or even in any other type of company or business that you may have been a part of, where do we ever get help for anything? This is, as they call, a dog-eat-dog world, which a lot of people say. But in Atomy, we actually have the ability to grow not just by our own effort, but also by help from our partners. Now, in addition to that, we get bonuses through these masterships. We also get gifts every time that we reach these milestones. Everything from products. When we get to Diamond Master, we also get $1,000 cash in addition to our amazing products. Continuously, we get vacations. We get more cash. At Sharon Rose Master, we get more cash. At Star Master, with more vacations on the way, all the way to the main goal, which I know everybody wants to get to, which is that Imperial Master, where we get $1 million cash and all these benefits, driver, car, office. I mean, it's really what everybody has as a vision for financial freedom, which is what? It's be able to live your life however you want to live your life, be able to do what you want without the limitation of having to think about, well, what's going to happen? Am I going to be able to do that? Do I have the money to afford it? And on top of that, we have this amazing system that the company offers us of training. And this is the success system. We have our one-day seminars. We have success academies. We have our centers that are doing center meetings now. We have global seminars. We have online seminars. We have a wheel of resource so that you and I can have success. We have a place to be able to learn more. We have a place to be able to come and demonstrate and show and talk about how amazing the products are that we offer here in Atomy. And the great thing is that the company doesn't charge us for these Zoom meetings, right? We have all these resources at our disposal. Now, in addition to that, is the business here in Atomy, you can inherit down to your 3rd generation. And that's something that sort of sealed the deal for me, because I said, you know what? Whatever I do in this world, that means that I can leave it to my son and my son can leave it to his son. What other opportunity or what other business out there do we have access to that we can actually inherit and leave to our generations? Because what happens if I have a business, and I thought about this, I had a marketing business before. What happens if my son didn't want to continue it? Well, there went the business. And this is something that everything we create and all the effort we put in for a short period of time is an inheritance that we're going to leave for generations to come. And why Atomy? What convinced me about Atomy? Well, I was tired of working 17 hours a day, having money and living, quote unquote well, but never having time to see my family, never having time to see my kids, never having time to enjoy. And when I met Atomy, when I fell in love with this amazing business, when I started to recommend these products to everybody, and I started to see the fruit of all that labor, one of the things that I love that Atomy gave me the most is the actual opportunity to have more freedom of time, to be able to take family vacations that I had never been able to take before. I never had time, and these are trips that seem sometimes insignificant. But these are things that I never was able to do because I never had the time to do. And through Atomy, I've been able to travel. I've been able to, do these weekend surprise getaways. I've been able to take my kids to Disneyland and Disney World. And all because I bet on Atomy. And I risked it on Atomy. And the funny thing is, you know what? You don't risk anything except your time and your effort and faith. And this is a phrase that always sticks with me, which is the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If we want different results in our life, we have to do something different. And I can tell you, Atomy is worth the risk. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm experiencing it. I'm living it. And I want the same thing for everybody, because you're going to actually obtain what you've always been looking for, which is financial freedom, and it's freedom of your time. Thank you. My name's Alfonso Macias, Sharon Rose Master. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Sharon Rose Master Alfonso Macias, for that inspiring lecture. Before we end, please be reminded of these announcements. Morning meeting from Monday to Thursday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and Catching Success Online every Tuesday at 2 p.m. live via YouTube channel at Atomy Ariul Marikina, Aja Center. And one-day seminar every Thursday, 1 p.m. live via YouTube channel at Atomy Philippines Official and Facebook page at AtomyPH_official. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Atomy Ariul Marikina, Aja Center, and click the notification bell. As we end, let us remind ourselves of the principle we uphold here in Atomy by reciting our company motto. Ready, position, please. Yup, company motto, go. Cherish the spirit, create the vision. Follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja,